Well, good morning. Man, has it been a bit since we've been out. How did we start? Well, if you saw my last video, you saw that it wasn't a very good day. And, well, today's nice, except it's a little windier than I wanted to, but life has a way of getting in the way that, you know, between work and other reasons, it's been a bit since I've been out. So, yeah, like I said, it's a little windier and choppier than I like. I gotta roll down my pants, my legs are cold already, and I just got on the lake. But, we're gonna give it a go for a while. So, since it's been out. Since I haven't been out for a while. So, we're out on Lac La Nonne. I've caught walleye and pike out here before. Being a little choppier, walleye bite usually is a little bit better. But we're gonna get things set up on the yak. It takes a few minutes, but these whales aren't bad. At least there's not ice white caps. You know, I mean, I don't know if you can see the waves of me moving around. I don't know, hopefully I'm not making you seasick or lake sick in this case, but we're gonna get to a spot here and throw the anchors, and it might not be as bad. I'm hoping the wind settles down today. If not, at least it's heading towards shore, so the paddle out is a bit interesting. Well, the paddle back in will be a lot easier, we hope, unless the wind changes. So anyway, thank you for all my subscribers for subscribing. That's just awesome and staying with me. And again, I apologize for not getting out, but like I said, I have been just swamped with work, which is great, but you know, like I said, life has a way of getting in the way. So get sonar set up here. Hopefully I'm out far enough. Get this tied off. Sorry. I forgot to do this last time I was out. It was just a pain in the butt. I hook a little bungee cord to it. I'll have to do a walkthrough one day. And now we're 9 feet already. Yeah, come on. You'll be nice to me today, right? It's been a while. It's been a while. Be nice. Settle down. But I think what I'm going to do is fire out just a plastic lure and drag it on the bottom until we find a good spot to try something different. Just try this little guy here. Picked it up at Cabela's. And, we're going to drag it on bottom until we find a spot. It looks like a bunch of weeds. Now, feet doesn't take long for this wind to blow you back in, that's for sure. What's going on there? Don't get it. Oh well. Right banked with my paddle. Alright, let's head out. Yeah, bagging it with the paddle for some reason. I'll use my foot to keep it out. I think we're caught up in a weed already. That's not good. Yeah. This is going to be a fun day. Oh yeah, I'm totally in weeds here, getting pushed in. Oh well, hang on. I'll hopefully try and get this in before I hit shore. Why am I not? Let's crank the drag a bit. Oh, we are totally stuck. In fact, I'm using rod to push me. Alright. Let's see if we can one-hand this. It's gonna be difficult, but we'll give her a whirl. joys of this, I'll tell you. I wish that was a fish to doing that, but unfortunately not. What the heck did we catch on to? Holy moly. A whole bunch of seaweed because we're in the lake. But I know you can't see this. I'm going to do this now. Alright. I wasn't expecting this, but we'll get it to go. You're watching this live in person. Come on. Well, can't say we're not skunked. Alright. Let's get that back in there and let's get out. Try that again. Oh man, what a mess. There we go. I think we're free. Oh, we're having issues. Holy moly. Like I said, this wind is crazy. But I'm determined. Determined, I say. Let's get out there and we'll throw an anchor before we start doing this. Hopefully. Get out past these weed beds. Up, hit it. Am I going anywhere? I don't know. All right, I'm gonna get back to you here when I get set up. All right. All right. First cast out. We're anchored up. Hopefully my anchor's holding me. We're in almost 12 feet of water, and we're gonna drag a plastic on the bottom here, just kind of bouncing along. See what happens for a few casts. I brought all the rods. 2 of them don't have anything on them, but they're ready to go. And I got a drop shot rig on another one. And might try a leech. I do have minnows with me today. Worst comes to worst, we can try those. I mean, they always work. But I don't hardly ever throw plastic, so we're gonna give it a whirl for a try. So. Again, thanks for hanging out with me today. I don't know if we'll catch anything, but we'll give her a whirl. I think. Yeah, that was a little bit of kerfluffle with all those weeds, but it is what it is. At least we're out on the water fishing finally. Hopefully you can see me with this glare, but you never know. All right. Let's try this for a little while. We might have to move a little bit, but hopefully the wind settles down and it becomes an enjoyable day. So next time we'll catch you, hopefully it's with a fish on. Again, thank you for everybody joining me today, and see what happens. Well, we just took a quick run into shore. A little wavy out here to do it in a bottle, if you understand what I'm saying. But we got back out. We're sitting in 12 feet of water. We're going to try it here. I just basically dumped them in over the side of the boat on a jig, and we'll sit here and let the waves do its bobbing for us, and hopefully we hook onto something today. All right, catch you when we get. Well, it's been a bit sitting in like 12 feet of water here. Haven't even really seen anything roam through either. It's a little bit windy to keep moving around, so hopefully the wind settles down a little bit. You can probably tell by the waves behind me. They keep bouncing around, but yeah, it's still nice to get out on the water. and see what happens. You can't tell anything from the radar because the bottom's just doing this. And all I can do is kind of sit and wait. We're going to give it here about another 15-20 minutes or so, just kind of sitting and bobbing and enjoying the relaxation, I guess. If nothing happens, we'll try and work into another spot. I don't know. Water's pretty warm. Like it says 66 degrees. That's Fahrenheit. And it's pretty warm. So my feet are cold, but I got my slippies on. And trying to warm them up. Get the water shoes off, because they're soft and wet, obviously. But yeah, we'll give it a whirl here for 15-20 minutes. Something comes on, and we'll get to know it. Alright? Well, it's like 10 to 1, and you don't think that guy behind me there can get any closer? I'm gonna get waked out here in a minute. But yeah, it takes all jerks. But mind you, it is a long weekend, and it is fairly quiet. I mean, that's the first jerk today. Surprisingly, and he's not like super going fast, but still, he's gonna plow a lot of waves. It's still a little bit windy. It's hard to get moving around here, so like I said, I just dumped him in over the side, sitting and waiting. And Jar just texted me there. I gotta go check out another little apartment to do tomorrow. But if the wind does settle down, then we'll be able to move. Whenever I'm fishing, people just can't leave me alone. Alright, well, there's that wake I was talking about with that boat. Yeah, fun. But, like I said, at least the wind's slowly settling down. I'm hoping it gets a little bit better and then we can kind of move around. I'm determined to catch something today. So, it's the first time out in a long time, so I'm determined. Catch you soon, hopefully. I was just dumping it overboard. I wasn't marking anything, or at least it didn't seem like it, but in this freaking wind, it's hard to really see what's going on. So I figured, well, let's just do some blind casting until we lose the minnow. And then we'll try that paddle tail plastic that I picked up from Cabela's for a while. And see if that gets anything. I mean, it's kind of hard to do casting. I mean, you got the wind on your back, I guess it helps. Get a little further cast, but it's so, with all the chop on the water, it's kind of hard to see where you're landing, and I'm floating back and forth, so, you know, it's kind of hard to control, especially don't want to be whacking into the camera and stuff like that, but, you know, it's still nice out, even with that wind. I mean, like I said, at least it's at my back, so that's not so bad. So we'll give this a whirl for a while, and I'll let you know if we catch anything. May not last in 2 casts. Mind you, it's been soaking in the water and getting soft anyway, but we got 2 casts out of it anyway. Came back, got nothing but the head of the minnow left on it. I know I didn't get a bite, because whatever. But let's see how many weeds we can pick up this way. Now guys, my phone is about to die, but hopefully there's enough left in there to, if I catch something. I don't know why I didn't think of this before, since it's being so windy. We'll travel a little bit of ground. Let's put a slip bobber on and see what happens. Well, we're going to give the bobber about 20 minutes to soak there and see what happens. If nothing else happens, then might have to call it today. I don't know. It might be a skunk bill kind of day, but you know, the weather we've had in Alberta right now, it's just, it rains and pours and just windy, and then you get a really hot couple days, and then it gets right back to that. We've had more rain. I mean, the lake is probably up 1.5 feet from the last time I was out here, so, and that's only like 2 months, and like I said, it's pretty warm, so I'm pretty sure that's got something to do with why the fishing's awfully slow. Oh no, hang on. Seem to have lost my bobber, and it feels weird. I don't know if we got something or not, or if it was just tangled up in some weeds. Oh, there it is. kind of hard to track. I will check it and fire it back out there. Yeah, we definitely had a nibble. All right, let's try her again. Oh, managed to paddle out a little bit deeper. And can throw the plastic again for a little bit, see what happens. But go from there. Still not marking anything really, and I don't know, like I said, Alberta's had a lot of rain. And I don't know if that's turned off the fish or what, but it just, you know, usually it takes them. Yesterday it rained hard too. So, like, there's not a lot of good days. That's another reason why I haven't been out for a while. Any day I've had off, it's been nothing but tornadoes and everything else, which is pretty rare. And well, not rare, I mean, we do get them, but yeah, weed. Here we go. I think we're going to be fighting weeds over here, but give it a few casts and see what happens. Alright, hopefully my phone is charging. Probably not, but we'll see. Well, we've got the slip bobber back on. Let's try this for a while. We need some crumpy orca luck. You know, we catch a fish. Hopefully. But with this wind going back and forth, I just keep moving my rod. Move my rod. Move my rod. It is what it is. Alright. Well guys, it's almost 3 o'clock, and other than one bite today, it's windy, and which is okay. I mean, it's not like cold or anything like that, just windy and awkward. So unless something drastic happens on the way back, which is probably going to be an easier paddle, at least anyway, we're going to call it there. Thank you for joining me. It's too bad we didn't get anything, but that's fishing. I'm going to put out probably just a short video here and let you know that I'm still alive and I still need subscribers and all that fun stuff. But I'm going to bring the bobber in and throw the plastic out after I bring up the anchors and see if we get anything trolling back in. And if we do, you'll definitely know. Well, thanks guys for, why do I always do that? Close my nose. Anyway, thank you guys very much for joining me today, and too bad we didn't catch anything. But as you can see with the lake, it's getting a little rougher and windy out. So what I can do is flip around and kind of give you an update on how I did my yak. And because it's inflatable, and some people are asking me, so let's flip you around here and I'll do you a run through. So back to my yak. We got the net and storage, obviously. Plus then I got the rod holder. And back up a little bit so you can see that. The rod holder, and then, you know, the camera mount. And then the cockpit there is pretty open. I got my coffee cup, the ashtray, and I got more tackle underneath the front of me. And then in here is where I keep all my knickknacks, my charger for my sonar and stuff like that, and then my safety rope there for tying off things or getting towed or whatever. So, and back beside my seat here, I got 2 anchors, one on each side that pop out. They're on retractable clotheslines. They seem to work pretty good so far anyway. They seem to hold me. They're only like a pound or 1 pound or something like that, anchors, so that's alright. Well, 1.5 pounds, that was it. So, and then I picked up a new seat and you know, keep the thermos and stuff like that in behind it. That's about it. So yeah, PVC rod holder, as you can see. Use the additional 2 rod holders that they had and turned it into 3. Technically I could use 4, but whatever, it is what it is. And obviously see how the rods go. Again, thank you guys for coming along. Too bad we didn't catch anything, and I apologize again for not getting out too much, well, actually at all. It's like I said, Alberta's been just crazy with weather. It's either raining or like this and work. So